What is packing with you, YouTube? This is your man King Howie back with another video, and let's talk about it. For the last couple of years, you can sense the frustration with Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. Rodgers has been very open-minded these last couple of years with the way that the offense is being ran, the way that the team is basically where the team is headed in the future. And like I said before with Aaron Rodgers, he has no time to fuck around, you know, and a lot of that is predicated on what he is seeing other teams do with these, you know, up and coming quarterbacks, rookies, the way that other teams are running plays and, you know, scheming and using the talent that they have to produce touchdowns and scoring high points. And it bothers Aaron Rodgers that the talent that he has around him is not being used the way he would like to see it used. And a lot of that is on Mike McCarthy. If you're a Green Bay Packer fan like I am, you have noticed fans across social media, and just in regular life, they all have been saying, fire Mike McCarthy, fire Mike McCarthy, fire Mike McCarthy. And I'm sitting up here preaching, keep the family together. No, who are we going to get if we get rid of Mike McCarthy? And I had to sit back and think about why I felt like that. And part of it was because what to expect if we get a new coach? Who are we going to get as a new coach? And now I'm finally turning around and starting to see the light. I think Mike McCarthy's days are numbered with the Green Bay Packers. Just with, you know, all of the changes that have gone with the Green Bay Packers as far as coaching, you know, new GM, new players coming in, even with the draft. And it's just telltale signs of McCarthy not being a part of the future of the Green Bay Packers. Now that Aaron Rodgers has got this 6-year contract for $134 million, and Mike McCarthy has 1 year left on his contract, which indicates that I think the Green Bay Packers are ready to go into another direction. And part of that is Mike McCarthy's fault. He brought it upon himself. You know, you look at teams like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Saints, the Chargers, and basically just they play calling, the Patriots. You know, these teams are doing innovative things on the field, and you look at the Green Bay Packers offense, and it's just the same old bullshit, spread offense, nobody motioning over, you know, nothing elaborate, straight to the point. And you look at the games where these plays are being called, and you like trying to figure out, like, if this is the best quarterback in the NFL that everybody keeps saying, why do these plays that they run look so generic and non-explosive? Like Tom Brady said, if Aaron Rodgers was playing with the Patriots, he would throw for 7,000 yards every year. And when you hear something like that coming from a player like Tom Brady, you just kind of scratch your head like, If Tom Brady is saying this, Mike McCarthy, why aren't you, you know, trying to make that kind of shit happen? And you see the frustration on Aaron Rodgers' face after a play that Mike McCarthy calls. Just doesn't do anything. Like Greg Jennings said, the only time Aaron Rodgers has control of this offense is in a 2-minute drill where he has no time to look at the sideline and look at Mike McCarthy and for him to tell him a play. If you notice every 2-minute drill, Aaron Rodgers ignores Mike McCarthy. He says, no, don't call no timeout. Everybody on the ball. We're going to keep moving this football. Greg Jennings also said it when he played with Brett Favre. Mike McCarthy will call a play, and Brett Favre would act like something was wrong with the mic inside the helmet, like, no, I can't hear you. We're not running that play. We're going to run this. And you can see it. After Brett Favre left, you could see that Mike McCarthy was stern on controlling the play calling. And it's been terrible. Just being at that Rams game, seeing the Packers up 10-0, and you like, man, they left a lot of fucking points on the board in the first half. The offense went stagnant in the second half, in the end of the second quarter, where the Rams wind up scoring 8 points. And you just like, man, what happened? We was on a roll. Why did we slow down? Why did we put our foot on the gas? What kind of play calls are you calling? And we didn't start operating until late in the third and in the fourth quarter, where we started scoring again. And then the whole Ty Montgomery situation happens, and I kind of left that game confused. I was like, what just happened? Why didn't we could have won that game. We could have beat the Rams. We should have beat the Rams. Plus, there's been rumblings and rumors going around stating that Mike McCarthy is going to be the coach for the Browns. You know, they just fired Hugh Jackson and got an interim coach, so I could possibly see that happening. I could see Mike McCarthy going to be the head coach for the Browns. I don't know what kind of coach the Packers are going to get, but if I'm the GM, I'm looking to do the same thing the Lions did. Take one of them Patriot head coaches and make them a head coach for the Green Bay Packers. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Or do what everybody else is doing, snatching a coach from the Andy Reid tree. That's what I would do. You know, I don't get Mike McCarthy. You have the most talented quarterback in the NFL, and you refuse to use the guy like he should be used. You refuse to hold this man back. You refuse to call simple play calling. And it was funny to me to see Joe Philbin come back like, why is he coming back? Why? And then I figured it out. Because McCarthy needs help. When Joe Philbin left, we had Edgar Bennett. We had Edgar Bennett calling plays. Then Mike McCarthy comes, I'm going to take over play calling. I'm just going to oversee that, and that's where we're going to go from here. Like, Mike McCarthy, you have to get out of your old ways of playing conservative football. That's what it looks like he plays. It seems like that's the kind of game plan he comes with every week. We don't run the ball, and I think we have a talented running back. The running back that we got, I think he's one of these new age running backs like a Alvin Kamara or Kareem Hunt. I think he could be one of those guys. I mean, look at James Conner with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's having a phenomenal year without Le'Veon Bell being there. Like all these Packer fans, oh, we need to go get Le'Veon Bell. For what? So McCarthy can hold him back? Not let him get the ball? And it was pretty interesting being at that Rams game. We were running the ball. I'm like, oh, we running the ball this week? Okay. I see. We trying to keep the Rams offense on the sideline, which was smart. I give McCarthy credit for that. But when it comes to having weapons like Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, Aaron Jones, Jimmy Graham, it's not enough. It's not enough. The Packers used to be a 30-point scoring team. And over the past few years, that has dropped. We barely putting up 24 points a game. We're not capitalizing on red zone opportunities. I mean, for crying out loud, Mason Crosby missed 5 field goals against the damn Detroit Lions. That should have been touchdowns. I would like to apologize to my boy Todd. He was right. One of my drinking buddies. And he would just be like, Howie, why do you keep on supporting Mike McCarthy? He's not going to help us win another Super Bowl. He'll get us to the playoffs, but he's not going to help us get through the playoffs. And now I believe him. McCarthy has a chance to change this around. It's just, is he willing to? And I don't think he is. You know, this team is on the brink of not making it to the playoffs this year. And to the NFC North, you don't think the Vikings will be happy to see that? You don't think the Bears will be happy to see that? You don't think the Detroit Lions will be happy to see that? See the Packers not make the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers? But as of right now, I gotta agree with the majority of Green Bay Packer fans and say that after all this time, 8-9 years of not getting back to a Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure it's time for Mike McCarthy to not be the head coach in Green Bay no more. As much as it hurts me to say that, I like Mike McCarthy. And an interesting thing Todd said, he was like, man, you sound scared. And I was like, scared? He said, yeah, man. You sound scared that if we lose Mike McCarthy, we won't be better. How long do you want to see this movie keep repeating itself? I said, man, you got an interesting point. So I don't know what to say about Mike McCarthy's future. I hope he can turn this around and prove everybody wrong about his coaching abilities. To me, he's just a little too conservative. And you see the frustration on Aaron Rodgers' face every game with the trash play calling that Mike McCarthy puts out there. I mean, the plays that he runs sometimes just doesn't make any sense. Why are we running the ball on 3rd and 6? Why are you putting the Green Bay Packers in situations you know they're not going to be, that you know that they're not ready for? Personnel, the right personnel. We have to get the right personnel. Boils down to the right personnel. Yeah, personnel. Like, come on, McCarthy. Loosen up your backbone a little bit. Call a flea flicker once in a while. You know, open up the playbook. What's the point of having 8 receivers if you're not going to use them? You see that these running backs that the Green Bay Packers have are hungry. They want to be here. Aaron Jones wants to be here. Jamal Williams wants to be here. And you're robbing them not only for their own personal success, but opportunities for the Green Bay Packers to win. As long as this goes on, Aaron Rodgers is going to keep going to the media press conferences, calling out the things that he don't like with this team. He's not going to stop doing it. And as long as we have Mike McCarthy, I don't see the Green Bay Packers being no other but maybe a first, second round playoff team every year. So I don't know how Green Bay Packers feel about Mike McCarthy. I'm just letting y'all know how I feel about Mike McCarthy. I like the guy, but if you're not going to produce Super Bowls or get in the Super Bowls, I mean, we've had chances. He's had chances. And when those chances came, Mike McCarthy let his foot off the gas. So enjoy the Sunday night football game tonight against the Patriots. I wish I could be there, but we'll see what happens with this game. I'm going to be looking real close at the play calling in this game that Mike McCarthy will be doing. We'll see how his wits match up with Bill Belichick's. And hopefully the Packers can somehow, some way win in Foxborough. With that being said, this is your man, King Howie. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and all that good shit. And I'm out.